Okay, before we ask some of these rapid fire questions, I do have one quick. I don't know why this just hit me, but y'all been talking about fighting and bar fighting and legit fighting and this fighter, that fighter. Bar fight. Give me 3 guys. Who would you take in a bar fight? You could only choose 3.
Haku.
You can't take.
Number
okay.
1.
Okay, let's go 5.
And I might just clone him twice.
You can't clone. You can't claim.
And
you
then
can't
the
clone.
rest of us could just go sit down because
You can't clone.
2 Hakus and you can
Game
rule a
over.
small nation.
A small nation, not even a town or a state, a nation. They're just
I'm just gonna go with just complete shock and awe here. 3, only get 3.
go 5.
All right, I'll go 5.
No clones.
All right, Haku, Mark, Show.
Oh,
You can't hurt them.
okay.
You can't hurt them. I'll put.
Were you
I'll
there
put
when Big Show and Khali fought?
No, I would
was.
pay so
I
much
was.
money
I know.
to have been there.
Sorry, babe. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that I to his credit, Khali can take a shot. Because Show flushed him. I mean, it sounded like taking a big old ribeye steak and throwing it on the counter.
Like,
it was like, and he
Yeah, was
rocked. I don't know if something held him up.
the locker.
But if I'd have
remember?
hit him that way, I would have had to look and see what was holding him up from behind because
Yeah.
Show rocked him. And, the funny thing afterwards,
Steve Regal.
And-
Regal broke the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Regal came in there like a spider monkey.
in a towel, I
Had
think.
him in a towel. He had Khali fish hooked
Yes.
and had Khali's head ripped around the thing. It was impressive.
Yeah.
But I give Show grief, and I shouldn't even tell this story because I've never let him off the hook. Show was getting to him, right, and then these dressing rooms were like the fight happened obviously in the men's dressing room, but the women they had to come through the men's dressing room to get it was just nuts.
It was chaos.
And where was that? Puerto Rico?
It was some, yeah.
I don't remember where it was at.
I don't know.
But anyway, so they're fighting, right? 2 7-footers going at it, and they tripped over a bag or something like that, right? And when they trip and they both fall, Show just happened to fall on bottom. So, Khali, when Regal broke it up, Khali's on top. And although Show
And
got
you get points for that.
well, you do get points for it. So Show had rocked him.
You're gonna be mad at me.
Yeah, he's gonna be really mad, but he might be happy because I'm gonna finally let him off the hook here. So, but Show ends up on bottom, right? And so it gets all broke up, and they're separated, and Show's in the dressing room with me, and I'm just looking at him, and he's like, "What?" I was like, "Dang, man, he had you down." Oh my gosh! I thought he was actually going to come across the room and attack me. He was so mad.
And you did it the next day too, because I remember you were doing it to him on the bus or something. He was getting mad.
Oh,
and then
God.
Khali was like, you said something about you got one good shot in. Khali's like, yeah, but my jaw only hurts from the fish hook. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't the
he
it
didn't
wasn't
sell
the,
the
it wasn't
punch.
the right hand. It was the fish hook.
It was Regal's fish hook that came in there, and it was. That's quite a spectacle.
Oof.
I mean,
Who else
who else?
Scary.
on the list?
Did
Big
I not
Show?
get them all?
No, sorry.
I'm
got 3.
I'm
I
gonna
only got 3.
no. So Haku,
Mark, Show.
you, Show. I'll take Brock.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Um,
You said Yoke earlier, didn't you? Or did you say
I'd
Yoke?
take damn near any Samoan.
Samoan. Yeah.
You can't hurt them.
Yeah, you could have gone 5 deep on.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah,
Samoans.
I could have took Junebug. I could have took anybody on that. Let me think of somebody. I'm gonna just go off
Just
the
saying.
cuff. No, put that. Are you flexing over there?
No, it's just that big.
No.
She was looking in the screen at herself.
Jeez, this is what I got to put up with.
I see.
Who I'm missing somebody. I know there's somebody in there. Oh, I'm gonna take another. Just a little different. I'm gonna take Dick Slater.
Dirty Dick Slater.
I'm gonna take Slater, Haku, you, Show, and Brock.
Okay.
I'm
that's
a-
strong.
Man,
that's
that's a
strong.
line. That's
all right, who
all-
you got?
So I got offense. I
That's
got
strong.
offense
I
and
like it.
defense, and I got people that ain't gonna get hurt.
Okay.
Oh man.
Kind of like roadblocks. Just,
Haku would be number 1. Brock would be number 2.
yes.
Ken Shamrock. And Kurt Angle.
Got one more.
Steve Blackman.
Okay.
Either Steve Blackman or Sean O'Hare.
Ooh, I just thought of Harley too.
Yeah, Harley
Yeah,
Race
Harley,
too.
yeah.
Ooh,
Eddie Guerrero and Kurt got into it. Or Eddie threw a punch at Kurt, which Kurt was
We're
like,
hearing this story. Yeah.
and then took Eddie down. And he said, "Man, what are you doing?" And he's like, "You're not going to show me up. You're not going to disrespect me." He said, "You trying to fight me? Do you know I'm an Olympic champion?" Like the Joker,
I'm like-
the character Kurt Angle was real. That's who he
nothing
was.
worse. Yeah, nothing worse
He's
than getting talked to or
He's
getting taken
talking
down.
to
While
Eddie
you're-
while he
he's-
was on the ground. And I was laughing. I wanted to try to break it up, but I couldn't get in there because there was so
Too
many
funny.
people trying to break it up. Because nobody wanted them to fight.
Right.
And I was like, he's like, "I'm an Olympic champion. What are you wrong? What's wrong with you?" Like it was, and Eddie said, "Because I'm stupid." Oh my God.
It was like it was written. It was like a written
it was
skit.
something that they
Yeah.
wrote in a movie.
Oh, that's
It
funny.
was the best I ever. And then we all end up standing there laughing.
That's funny.
Oh, that's great.
And Eddie was like, "Hey man, like you got to respect the business, and you don't never show nobody up in the ring, like even if you can." And Kurt learned a valuable lesson that day. Like
As did Eddie.
stick to the script. They both learned that day. It was, man, wrestling was so fun, man. Like I feel so blessed to be able to say that I got to do that for a living.
1000%. All right, like 3 rapid fire questions
Okay.
that somebody deemed the last ride. So we'll go with this. Okay, who was your last travel buddy on the road? Last.
Titus O'Neil and Fred Rosser.
Okay.
Darren Young.
Who's your worst travel buddy on the road?
Viscera and Teddy Long.
No hesitation.
That was
Oh my
No
God.
hesitation.
That was so
They
quick.
smoked weed and got me high. The only time I ever been high in my life was that one tour. Like we drove from Toledo, Ohio to Cleveland, and I sat in the car for like 10 minutes after they had already got out. I'm just sitting there
Then you
like,
started getting hungry? Getting the munchies?
I didn't know I could walk. I had no clue that my legs could work.
So needless to say, you never traveled with
I
Godfather.
never rode with no. Viscera and Teddy, they laughed the whole time, and I was trying
They
to
were
sleep,
happy.
and I was in and out of rolling with my head out the window for about an hour. Like I'm just like, man, this is brutal, man. Like I got to get in the car with somebody else, and then I'm sitting there, and I remember Teddy Long coming back. "Hey man, you gonna check in the hotel or what?" And I was like, "We here?" Like, man, that was the worst.
Okay.
Like, you ever been high before?
No, no.
Don't do it.
But look, they did have to move Snoop's dressing room because we had to walk past it to go to hair and makeup at one show.
Mania.
And he pulled everybody
That was
in.
Mania,
It
I
was
remember.
Mania. And we're like, if we get randomly drug tested, like just
Oh,
from
everybody
contact
gonna
high,
fail.
we're all felon. So they ended up moving his room because that's all you could smell.
Oh, my
I was
God.
like,
that was
dang.
brutal.